Hi kids, I'm Diver Dan, and you know, swimming and playing at the pool can be a whole lot of fun, but I'm here to give you a couple of simple safety rules so that your day at the pool can be safe and fun. Every year, too many kids just like you drown because they or their parents don't follow these simple safety rules. But if you know them and remember them every time you go swimming, everyone can have a great time and play it safe. First, never dive in the shallow end of the pool. Always make sure the water's at least 9 feet deep. If it isn't, you could hit your head on the bottom of the pool and drown. Secondly, never go swimming unless there's a lifeguard present. The lifeguard is there to protect you. If there isn't a lifeguard present, make sure that your parents or another adult is around to watch and make sure you're safe. Even if you're the best swimmer in the world, you don't know what can happen, so make sure a lifeguard or another adult is there to protect you. Watch out for these signs. Many of the chemicals used to keep the water clean in a pool are dangerous if they get in your mouth or your eyes, so be sure to stay away from them. Sometimes the deck or the ground around a pool can get wet and slippery, so you'd have to watch to make sure you don't slip and fall. Don't run around a pool. Pools that don't have fences around them aren't safe either. Make sure there's a fence all the way around the pool so no strangers or animals can get in. If a pool has a cover on it, don't ever try to walk on it or get under it. It's meant to cover the pool, not support your weight. You could get caught up in the plastic and get stuck, and you wouldn't be able to get out or even breathe until help came for you. You should never go in a pool until you've learned how to swim. If you don't know how to swim, tell your parents that you want to learn. When you get to the pool, there are a couple of things you should look for. First, take a look and see where there's a telephone. In case of an emergency, you can call 911 and get help. And you should always look for emergency equipment, like this flotation ring and the first aid kit, just in case you have to help someone else. If you're young and haven't been swimming for a long time, it's a good idea to have an approved personal flotation device until you get to be a better swimmer. And whatever you do, always obey the pool rules. They're here so that everyone can have a fun and safe day at the pool. Okay, up to now, we've been talking about water safety around pools. But pools aren't the only places you need to be concerned about water safety. Never, ever go wading or swimming in a pond like this, a retention pond that might be in your neighborhood or to friends. They are dangerous and are not meant for you to swim in. Besides, animals use these things as bathrooms. The water could get really dirty and you could get really, really sick. A lot of times, ponds like this one can have debris, big sharp rocks or driftwood, that it can be dangerous to walk around. So watch out for them. Now you can't see what's under the water because these ponds are always really muddy. Sometimes they'll put stuff like this erosion netting around the edges to keep the soil from washing away. Even if you're the best swimmer, you get caught in this stuff, you might not be able to get free. Sometimes there's plant life, like these weeds, that can be just like a net. If you get caught in one, you might be stuck. It's fun to go boating, but always make sure you have a personal flotation device when you're on the water. And never go boating without a parent or another adult. Sometimes in the winter months, ponds like this one can be covered with ice. And it might look like it would be fun to go ice skating, but stay off the ice, because it may not be as thick as you think. You could fall through and be trapped under the ice. It's better to go to a skating rink where it's safe. Ponds like this can be very pretty, but they can be very dangerous. Make sure you know where the ponds like these are in your neighborhood, and never ever wade and swim in one. If you're walking around one, please watch out. It's always best to have a parent or adult with you. Also, just don't swim in lakes, rivers, or streams. Swim only in designated swim areas, like a pool. If you just remember some of these very simple tips, you can have a great time on the water and everybody can stay safe. At the pool, remember, don't dive in shallow water. Make sure there's a lifeguard on duty or an adult around. Watch out for wet decks and ground that can be slippery.
Know where the telephone and emergency equipment is located. Stay away from hazardous chemicals. Never walk on a pool cover. Don't swim in a pool that isn't fenced in. And always follow the rules of the pool. Remember to never wade or swim in a retention pond. Make sure you have a parent or another adult with you. Watch out for underwater entanglements like nets or plant life. Be careful of debris like driftwood or big rocks that could make it hard to walk around the pond. And if you go out on a boat, always be sure to wear a personal flotation device. Remember, almost 75% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, but you can be safe and have fun 100% of the time if you just follow these simple safety rules. Thanks for watching and have a great time!